Your phone buzzes. You're in the middle of something, dinner, a meeting, a quiet Tuesday. You glance down, Mom. You don't hesitate. You answer. She's crying. Not soft crying. The kind of crying that means something happened. She's breathless. Her voice is cracking. She says she's in trouble. She says she can't explain everything right now. She needs $3,200. Zelle, gift card, wire, anything you can do right now. And here's the part that matters. It sounds exactly like her. The cadence, the way she says your name, the slight hesitation before she asks for help, because she's always hated asking. You tell her to stay calm. You tell her you'll take care of it. You send the money. She calls back 40 minutes later from a different phone, the one she actually owns. She doesn't know what you're talking about. She's been home all day. The $3,200 is gone. The voice was never her. This is not a fringe crime. This is not the future. This is happening right now. In 2023, Americans reported $10.3 billion in fraud losses to the FTC, more than any year in recorded history. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, elder fraud alone exceeded $3.4 billion. 1 year, one category. And AI voice cloning wasn't even mainstream yet. By 2024, the McAfee Corporation surveyed 7,054 people across 7 countries. 1 in 4 reported experiencing an AI voice scam personally. 1 in 10 said they lost money. The average loss, $11,983 per victim. Not a statistic. A number with a face, a family, a Tuesday that didn't go the way anyone planned. The FTC now classifies AI-enhanced impersonation as the fastest-growing fraud category in the United States. And the technology that enables it, it costs less than a Netflix subscription. Here's what they actually do. Step 1, they find your voice. Not your mother's voice specifically, just a voice. Any voice. A voicemail, a TikTok, a birthday video on Facebook, a 9-second clip from a family reunion someone posted 3 years ago. Still there, still public, still searchable. 9 seconds. That's the minimum. 11 Labs, one of the most widely used AI voice tools, requires as little as 3 seconds to begin a clone. 3! At higher quality, professional clones need between 30 and 60 seconds of source audio, but good enough to fool a panicked family member on a phone call, that threshold is lower. Much lower. Step 2, they upload it. The software analyzes the waveform, pitch, cadence, resonance, breathing pattern, the micro-hesitation specific to that voice, the way it rises at the end of a sentence, the texture. 2 minutes later, sometimes less, the model is trained. Step 3, they type whatever they want her to say. The software generates it in her voice. You can run this on a laptop. You can run this from a rented server. The tools are public. 11 Labs, Resemble AI, Descript Overdub, Replica Studios. Some are free. The paid tiers start at $5 a month. $5 for a fully functional voice cloning operation. Step 4, they spoof the number. Caller ID spoofing is a separate, older technology. Also cheap, also widely available. They choose a real number from the contact in your phone, obtained through data brokers, phishing, or social media cross-referencing. They plug it in. Your screen shows her name, her number, her photo if she's in your contacts, her voice. None of it is real. All of it is engineered to look real for exactly long enough. You gave it to them. Not intentionally, but you gave it. Think about what's publicly accessible right now. Facebook birthday videos, automatically archived, permanently visible unless manually deleted. TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube, voicemails, the ones people screenshot and share, podcast interviews, Zoom recordings posted by employers, local news segments. A 2023 study by cybersecurity firm McAfee found that 53% of adults had posted audio of themselves online in the previous year. 53%! And most had no idea how little of that audio was needed to clone them. The dark web has formalized this. There are now marketplaces, active, indexed, well-organized, that sell pre-built voice clone packages. You pay a fee, you get a target's voice model. ready to deploy. The target doesn't know. The target has never consented. The target posted a TikTok in October 2022 and has forgotten it exists. It hasn't forgotten them.
Here's why it works. Not why it works on other people, why it would work on you. The moment you hear a familiar voice in distress, a physiological response begins. Cortisol releases, heart rate increases. The amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, takes control. And here's what the amygdala does not do. It does not fact check. It does not say, this could be manipulated audio. It says, threat, family member, act. The prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for rational analysis, is functionally suppressed during acute emotional stress. This is not a weakness. This is how humans are built. It kept your ancestors alive. It's what scammers weaponize. The script they use is not random. It has been tested thousands of times, optimized. The elements that always appear: 1, a familiar voice. Recognizable identity triggers compliance before any words are processed. 2, distress signals. Crying, breathlessness, panic. These accelerate the cortisol response. 3, urgency. The request must happen now, right now, not in 10 minutes. The moment you hang up to verify, the scam collapses. 4, a specific dollar amount, not some money. $3,200. Specificity creates believability. 5, a payment method that cannot be reversed. Gift cards, wire transfers, cryptocurrency, not credit cards. Those have fraud protection. These don't.
6, isolation instruction. Don't tell anyone. It's embarrassing, just between us. This prevents you from calling anyone who might interrupt the transaction. This is not improvised. This is a protocol engineered with behavioral psychology, running on a $5 subscription. Let's examine the autopsies. Case 01, Hillsboro, Oregon. The call came on a Wednesday afternoon. The voice, her daughter. The source, a 9-second Instagram reel posted 8 months earlier. The amount requested, $2,547. The time from first contact to wire transfer, 14 minutes. The daughter was at work. She had no idea her voice had been used until her mother called her, confused and $2,547 lighter. Recovery, 0. Case 02, Salt Lake City, Utah. A 10-second Facebook birthday video. Posted voluntarily, 3 months before the call. The target, a father, 61 years old. The voice, his son, cloned from that single clip. The amount requested, nearly $15,000. The father drove to 3 separate stores, bought gift cards at each location, called a number back, one the scammer gave him, read the codes aloud. $14,800, gone in the time it takes to drive across a city. FBI involvement, 0 recovery. The son found out when his father asked if everything was okay. Case 3, Arizona. An 82-year-old woman. The voice? Her grandson. He called her from jail. He'd been in an accident. He needed bail. She drove to the bank, withdrew $9,000 in cash, handed it to a man who arrived at her door, described by the FBI as a money mule, a person hired to physically collect cash from victims. The grandson was watching TV. He didn't know until she called him that evening, relieved he was out of jail. He was never in jail. She was never speaking to him. Case 04, Toronto, Canada, 2024. A financial executive. The voice? His CFO. On a call with what appeared to be multiple senior colleagues. He was instructed to transfer $25 million USD to a series of foreign accounts. He did. All participants on the call? Deepfake video, not just voice. $25 million. 1 call, 0 recovery. This case became the first documented AI deepfake video conference fraud in corporate history. Case 05, Copenhagen, Denmark. A 38-year-old man. The voice? His sister. Cloned from a 2-year-old podcast interview. Still online, still public. Amount transferred? 42,000 krona. Time elapsed? 11 minutes. He hung up and immediately called her back. She answered. She'd been home all evening. She hadn't called anyone. The pattern is identical in every case. Public voice, cloning tool, spoofed number, fabricated crisis, irreversible payment. The technology changes, the psychology doesn't. Here's the mechanism of permanent loss. Gift cards are not money. They are codes. The moment you read a gift card code to someone over the phone, it's converted to untraceable value. Spent immediately. Internationally, irreversibly. No bank involved, no fraud protection, no chargeback. Gone. Wire transfers are marginally better. Marginally. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center operates a financial fraud kill chain, a unit specifically designed to recover wired fraud funds. Their 2023 data? Of all fraud-related wire transfers reported, only 9% resulted in any funds being recovered. 9%. In 91% of cases, zero recovery. The money moves through layered accounts, domestic, then offshore, then cryptocurrency conversions in under 24 hours. By the time a victim calls their bank, by the time law enforcement opens a case, the money has crossed 3 jurisdictions. It no longer legally exists as a traceable asset.
Here's what went wrong. In every case, no verification protocol, no family safe word, no habit of hanging up. Emotional override. Complete. Here's the only defense that works. The safe word. One word, agreed upon in advance, known only to your family. Not your pet's name, not your address, not anything that can be found online. A random word. Arbitrary, unmemorable to anyone outside the family. If someone calls you in distress and cannot produce that word, they are not who they say they are. Hang up. Call back on the number you already have saved. Not the number they're calling from, not a number they give you, the number you saved 6 months ago. If you can't reach them, they're probably fine. If something is actually wrong, you'll reach them. The verification pause. Before any money moves, regardless of the voice, the number, the urgency, the panic, you pause. 10 seconds. You say, "Let me call you right back." A scammer cannot survive a callback. Their entire operation depends on continuous contact. The moment you pause, it's over. The social media audit. Tonight. Review what's public. Your voice, your family's voices, every video, reel, clip, interview. Consider whether it needs to be public. Because it is being harvested. Quietly. Continuously. By systems you will never see. The conversation, have it with your parents. Have it with your grandparents. Have it with anyone in your family who would send money without hesitation if they heard your voice crying on the other end of a call. That person exists in your family. You already know who they are. Tell them this story. Tonight. The technology is already here. The voice is already convincing. The only thing standing between your family and this outcome is 30 seconds. Set the word.